Hey everyone, James Baek here, and welcome back for some more VGC Baek Battles. Here we are back for, it's been a week. Just because I've been sick for a couple of days, then yesterday I was feeling better, but I needed to get some Worlds practicing because I wasn't able to play for like the entire week. If you guys don't know, Worlds is this weekend, and oh man, do I have a lot of preparing to do, but I'm confident in my team. I feel like it's a team that can actually do well. I'm not going to say it's going to win, because I'm probably going to jinx it. But I feel like it's a team that can do really well at the World Championship. Have done a lot of practice with it. And I'm going to say the new series that I'm bringing back, it's Pokemon Showdown actually. I'm doing Pokemon Showdown sessions back again. Haven't done that since, I think, the 2014 season. But I'm going to be bringing that back afterwards, just because Showdown's been lagging a lot for me lately. And hopefully with the server restarting in like a few weeks, well, in a few days I think, hopefully it'll be less laggy so I can actually record that. And I think VGC episodes will actually be going every other day until Worlds is over, just because I really do need that practice. I think you guys want me to do well at Worlds, so I kind of don't want to lower that expectations by saying it was a lack of practice or I wasn't really that comfortable with my team. So yeah, that's basically how it's going to go from today. So we'll probably have a video today, which is Sunday, then Tuesday, then Thursday, which is the Thursday, I think is the day I'm leaving, because it's only like a 4-hour drive to Boston. Saturday, then Monday, and then should resume normal schedule on Monday. And then we got our team of Conkeldurr, Cresselia, Charizard, Jellicent, Landorus, and Sylveon. 2 battles, or maybe even 3 possibly if they're short. Let's get into this. Makuto from Spain with a, what, 1711 rating? I actually really wasn't catching. That took so long to find a battle, by the way. That took like 3 minutes. Probably because a lot of people are avoiding Battle Spot now, just because there's this one guy in Japan who has like a mono-electric team, and if you battle him, your game is kind of destroyed after the battle starts from the team preview. So basically, well, I think it wipes your save data, deletes it or alters it or something like that. So, bad idea, but when I'm recording, it's like, what, 7 or 8 a.m. JST, so I kind of doubt the guy's online now. We got a team of Landorus, Fairy, Bisharp, Charizard, Suicune, Terrakion, and Latios. Pretty standard team. I actually faced a team very similar to this at US Nationals. How do I want to lead against this? Cresselia is definitely a threat. Not gonna lie. I actually like Conkeldurr and Charizard as a lead, because I do carry the Wide Guard on Conkeldurr, so I can Wide Guard any Rock Slides away. Do I want Jellicent? I mean, it's not really helpful. I guess it could be. But I like Sylveon, and I definitely like Cresselia. Yeah, I like Cresselia more, just because, Cresselia can pull some shenanigans, I think. I want Ice Beam coverage, because I don't like the Water Spout in the Sun. That's one of the problems of using Jellicent with a Sun team, but you know what, it's fine. Conkeldurr and Charizard will lead, probably against Latios and Terrakion. Oh, Latios and Bisharp, which I am completely fine with. Now, I'm not Assault Vest, I can definitely take a Draco Meteor, though. I don't have Protect on this Conkeldurr, which is unfortunate. I do have Knockoff, but that won't really help. So, man, there are many options. He could Protect Bisharp, Tailwind. He could go for the Psychic Protect. He could switch out to Terrakion, which I could definitely see. My best play, I think, is to withdraw Conkeldurr into Sylveon. And do I Tailwind? I mean, I don't have Speed of Latios with Tailwind, I believe. Let me check my speed stat real quick. No, I do, actually. I do. You know what? I'm gonna go for that Tailwind. Not Mega Ball. I don't know why I didn't Mega Ball. It's gonna withdraw Bisharp, which is great. Terrakion. Oh, it's gonna be his own Charizard. Oh, I could've got a Rock Slide off. Then again, I probably wasn't gonna go for a Rock Slide. But a Sun Boosted Flamethrower would have actually done a bunch. Sylveon's gonna come out. Let's see what this Latios does if it drops a Draco Meteor. Nope, it's just going to Psychic the Sylveon slot, so that's perfect. We don't take too much damage as we get our Tailwind up, and that's really good. Okay, so here, I doubt Latios wants to stay around. I really think it's gonna protect or switch out. He could go for the Psychic at the end. I'm gonna call Mind, and I think I'm gonna Mega Evolve Flamethrower. Did I Flamethrower the Latios? Nah, I think I'm gonna Flamethrower the Charizard. I need damage on this Charizard. Charizard's a threat. Charizard's really a threat. He's not gonna switch out Latios, so I'm guessing he's gonna protect. I mean, I really don't see him going for Tailwind. Unless he thinks he outspeeds my Sylveon, which he doesn't. We're gonna Mega Evolve Charizard. I wonder what kind of Charizard his is running. He is running Charizard Y, but I'm wondering what moveset it has. If it's Heat Wave or the Flamethrower. Flamethrower growing more common in the US. Heat Wave still popular everywhere else. He's not gonna protect either. Oh man. Flamethrower onto Charizard. Oh my, that damage. Oh, critical hit, that's why. Psychic into the Sylveon. Oh, he does outspeed. Oh, that's Scarf. Rip. I should have anticipated Scarf. It's because I never see Latios anymore, and then I realize, oh, it's Scarf, and he does have Heat Wave. That's gonna take out our Sylveon, unfortunately, but that's fine. Because now I can bring out my Cresselia, and I can double up on either of these Pokemon. I think I'm going to double up on Latios since it probably wants to switch out, or it can't protect, we know that. It's Scarf Latios because there's no way you're outspeeding Sylveon without a Scarf. And Charizard might want to protect because of that critical hit. Looks like that critical hit. Punch it where that Flamethrower is great. He's actually going to switch out to Latios. That's anticipated. Oh, but Suicune's coming out. I was actually about to Solar Beam that slot too. Let's see if the Charizard protects. I wouldn't be surprised. He does protect, so actually Ice Beam and Flamethrower was the best play in that slot. We get a bunch of damage off onto the Suicune. Unfortunately, we can't freeze it, which would have been awesome, but I mean, we do get some power off. We do get power off. And that's power. Leftover Suicune, okay. The Solar Beam will knock out the Suicune at that range, but I could also get rid of his Charizard right now. I honestly think he's going to... Well, let's see. We've seen all four of his Pokemon. They're actually all pretty fast. Actually, I'm going to Trick Room right here, and I think I'm going to Solar Beam this Suicune. Or does he predict that and switch out again? But you know what? I'm going to Solar Beam. I think he wants his Tailwind up. And we're going to Solar Beam this... We're going to Solar Beam this Suicune. It's going to take a lot of damage. It's going to be knocked out. And I think this is our last turn of Tailwind, if I'm not mistaken. We might have one more, actually, which might be stupid on my part, but he's going to get a Heat Wave off, do a lot of damage. We do get our Trick Room up, which you might be wondering, why am I going for Trick Room? I've Conkeldurr in the back. And Tailwind does peter out, so we were probably slower in the first place. Bishop's going to come out fine, because I can... Well, he has to Sucker Punch Charizard. So I think I'm going to Moonlight here. He's definitely going to Heat... I think he's going to Heat Wave, and I think he's going to Heat Wave. Oh, he knocks off the Charizard slot. Oh, I thought we were going to live that. Is that Life Orb? That's not Life Orb. Oh, that probably actually... Oh man, I think that might... We might have had this if I just Ice Beam. He actually goes for the Overheat. Cresselia avoiding the attack. That is huge. That's huge. We're going to go into Conkeldurr. That is huge. I think Bishop's going to want to protect. Charizard might want to switch out. But I'm just going to Ice Beam the Charizard slot and Rock Slide. He might double protect here too to stall out the Trick Room. But, I mean, we have 3 turns left if I am counting correct. Maybe it's 2 turns. No, we have 3. We have 3. We're good. We're good. Because Rock Slide, Ice Beam going to do a lot of damage. He can't knock out my Cresselia with a Sucker Punch. Conkeldurr is definitely slower than Charizard, so we'll get a Rock Slide off. If he wants to pull out that Latios switch, I'm going to punish it with a Rock Slide Ice Beam combo. This is definitely Sash Bishop, and all I have to do really is get rid of the special attackers and I win. Rock Slide coming out. No protects. No protects. There we go. Goodbye, Bishop. as he's gonna knock out probably my Cresselia. Is that a crit? No, that's Choice Band. That is Choice Banded Bisharp, people. I know my damage calcs. That is Choice Banded Bisharp. That's actually pretty good. Of course, we do lose the sun, which unfortunately affects our Moonlight. That's Choice Banded Bisharp. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. So, oh man, that overheat was so unfortunate for my opponent because now I got to see his Choice Banded Bisharp. I'm going to Moonlight with Cresselia and Drain Punch. He Scarf Latios, so he has to lock himself into Psychic or Draco Meteor. And that's not going to help him in any of the situation. Drain Punch knocks out the Bisharp. Wondering why he wasn't protecting? That's the reason why. We're going to Moonlight also, even if he locks himself into Psychic, which he kind of has to at this point. He probably thinks my Conkeldur's Assault Vest, which is the most common variant, but I'm not. Psychic going to connect with Conkeldurr. Let's see if we can actually live this. No, we could not. Not even close. Not even close. And now we just win by hitting the Ice Beam button because he is locked into Psychic. Not much he can do. I'm so glad I Moonlight on this Cresselia, which is why I like it. He's going to forfeit the match, realizing he can't win this because I am Scarfed. I cannot touch Cresselia. That's going to be a win for us. Unfortunate about that overheat miss. I kind of played that game poorly. I knew that Suicune would probably switch in. Well, I actually didn't know Suicune would switch in. I thought he might have had Terrakion. Kind of surprising he didn't bring any of his real Charizard counters in. Terrakion and Landers. That's a really interesting decision. It's also an interesting decision to run Choice Band Bisharp. I guess it does pick up more KOs because a lot of people just go for the Life Orb, but you can get a +1 Sucker Punch, knock out that Landers, and I do like that part on my opponent's team because his team is focusing on Charizard Y, and one of the best things about paired with Charizard Y is Scarf Latios, which outspeeds Landers variant and Terrakion and gets rid of them, unless it's Sash. And the Bisharp also acts as a countermeasure to intimidate, Defiant Boost, and a +1 Sucker Punch with a Choice Band does knock it out, so it is a really cool option to see. Unfortunately, he did miss that Heat Wave, which did cost him the game, but that is why we here in America have stopped running Heat Wave and we went with Flamethrower. Yeah, it's not a... I do love Overheat. That 10% accuracy always sucks, but it's the move we choose. Anyway, find our second battle, see how we do. Mia from Texas with a 1596 rating will be our second opponent of the day, running a Sand team. Oh my goodness, the Sand team looks dangerous. We got Stoutland, Volcarona, Regirock, Landers Variant, Tyranitar, and Mawile. So two possible Mega Evolutions. Definitely going to be Mawile and Tyranitar. Mawile definitely a Mega Evolution. Tyranitar, I mean, I would assume it's a Mega Evolution, but probably could carry Choice Scarf as well. Landers does like Choice Scarf though. My Landers does really well. I think getting rid of Stoutland should be my #1 priority. I actually do like Jellicent and Conkeldurr as a lead because it offers me pretty much utility against my opponent's entire team. If he leads Volcarona, I can go Rock Slide. Mawile is his really only way to counter the Conkeldurr, and I can Will-O-Spit and switch out if necessary. I think I'm going to bring Charizard because Charizard can do decent. I mean, sure, you're probably yelling at me. It's not really a good Pokemon for their choice, but I think it can work. And Landers definitely for their last one because Hidden Power, Ice, and Earth Power does hit a lot of things on my opponent's team. I also carry Stone Edge for the Volcarona as well. And that's something I really need desperately. Just because Volcarona and Charizard are a threat to this team. Let's see what my opponent leads. I'm going to lead Conkeldurr and my Jellicent, both with their nice contest ribbons, against Landers and Regirock. So, completely fine by me. He's going to get Intimidate off. That's fine. I don't know what these Pokemon want to do. This could be weakness policy Regirock and it could sweep me. I think I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp into the Regirock. And I don't know, there are a lot of plays my opponent can make. He could go for the U-turn. He could also knock off, but I'm really scared if he goes for a double Rock Slide and tries to flinch me. So you know what, I'm actually going to Wide Guard because I really don't want to get Rock Slide flinched right now. So we're going to we're gonna get that wide guard. He is gonna knock off, which is fine by me because oh wow, that actually did more than I thought. But Cursed Body activates. Cursed Body. We get our Will-O-Wisp off onto the Regirock. Huge because unless this carries Thornberry, I don't know what Regirock carries. He is gonna go for that Rock Slide, which is fine. That knockoff is huge, especially in my opponent's Choice. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Choice Band. No, Choice Band would have probably knocked me out. Here I'm gonna go for a safe recover and a wide guard. He cannot knock out Jellicent without like a Stone Edge. But he's actually gonna withdraw Landers, which is fine. Probably into Mawile, I would assume. No, Tyranitar. That's also fine because does Tyranitar really want to be in against Conkeldurr right now? He's gonna bring out the Sand, so both his Regirock and his Tyranitar have special defense. We have our wide guard protecting our Jellicent as we're gonna get a recover off. Really nice. I'm wondering if this Tyranitar is the Mega Evolution or not. But that is huge, getting that nice recovery. Rock Slide continuing, not really working for my opponent though, as we are going to take Sand. Unfortunately, our Leftovers was knocked off. Not a big deal though. It's Regirock taking considerable amount of damage, especially since I can damage it. Really nice. Here, I do not want Jellicent to take a crunch, so I'm actually going to switch on to Landorus. And if he wants to bring out his own Landorus, I do have Hidden Power Ice as an option. I'm going to Drain Punch the Tyranitar because it's a safe move. I really need Tyranitar off the field, and if he goes into Landorus, I'll Hidden Power Ice that Landorus. So we're going to bring out our own Landorus. Get this Intimidate off, showing that contest driven. Clear Body. Oh, right. I forgot Regirock gets Clear Body, and I use it in NU. Or is it RU? But he's actually going to withdraw the Regirock, probably going to Landorus. Oh, Volcarona. Which is actually good for me. Tyranitar protects. That's understandable. So it's not Choice Scarf Tyranitar, probably Mega. I would assume Mega. He didn't bring Mawile. Here, I can just safely go for the Stone Edge and the Drain Punch, though. If he wants to switch down to Landorus, it's still fine for me. Because a Life Orb Stone Edge will knock out Volcarona if he switches out from that slot. He is going to withdraw Tyranitar. I'm guessing the Landorus is going to come out. There's the Landorus, which is fine. Going to get Intimidate off. Doesn't really matter. But he might protect Volcarona. Yeah. Okay, I'm playing way too conservatively. Way too conservatively. Drain Punch into the Landorus, doing... That's actually a decent amount from my point of view. Okay. So he sees I have Stone Edge on the Landorus. He's definitely afraid for that Volcarona. To be honest, I really want to get rid of this Landorus. I really want to get rid of it. The question is, does this Volcarona stay in? I wouldn't assume it to. Doesn't want to take a Rock Slide. You know what? I'll Rock Slide just in case. He's going to withdraw Volcarona. I should have Drain Punch. I knew it. But then again, a -2 Drain Punch wasn't going to do much. Here is that Tyranitar coming out, which is fine. Knockoff. Looks like Choice Scarf because I am Max Speed Landorus variant. He does knock off my Life Orb. Here is the Hidden Power onto his Landorus. Shouldn't knock out, actually. Oh, wow, it actually does. Because it's a critical hit. I mean, I honestly wouldn't have minded Landorus staying on the field. Here's that Rock Slide coming out onto that Tyranitar's way. Doing a decent amount of damage. However, I'm probably going to have to be... I'm pretty much forced to switch out my Landorus here. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much forced to switch out my Landorus here. Regirock actually comes out. Which is fine. I think. I don't know what fine is anymore. I really want to scout out what my opponent's going to do. I'm going to protect Landorus. I'm actually going to switch out my Conkeldurr, go into my Jellicent because, you know, I think Jellicent will like this position more. And now he can't reshuffle Intimidate, which is really good. No more Intimidate means Conkeldurr can come back out and pretty much dominate my opponent's team. And I really want to do Stall Out Descent. He goes for the Thunder Wave into the Jellicent, and I would have actually been fine with Conkeldurr taking the Thunder Wave because it's Guts. And the Ice Punch into Landorus, so he is Ice Punch. Which is good to note. Thunder Wave Tyranitar. You guys know me, I've used that before. I've used it on my American Sand team. Definitely going to switch out Landers though. Go into my Conkeldurr. Don't want to take an Ice Punch. I want to reshuffle that Intimidate as well. I'll go for the Trick Room, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go for that Trick Room. Because if Conkeldurr under Trick Room, you know, is successful, I can definitely win this game easy. But he's probably going to crunch my Jellicent before he gets to chance. There's the crunch. How much will it do? Probably enough to knock me out. Yeah, because it's not intimidated. Jellicent is going to fall, unfortunately, and we're probably going to take an Ice Punch. There's the Ice Punch. I don't mind that, though, because the Ice Punch, as burned, it doesn't do anything. Wow, this sand is... I don't want to say it's Damp Rock. I mean, what's that item? The rock... Smooth Rock, I think it's called. We get Nintendo off onto Tyranitar, and we get some decent damage. Not really. So here, I think that Tyranitar wants to switch on to Volcarona. I'm going to Rock Slide. And I do not want to take an Ice Punch. I also want to stall out this final turn of Sand if it's possible. He's actually not going to switch out, but Tyranitar's not going to be doing much to my team. He's going to crunch into Landers. I'm going to go for that Rock Slide. Trying to catch that Volcarona on a switch in, but you know what? I'm fine with getting this damage. That Rock Slide does a lot. Flinches to Regirock, who I assumed was also targeting my Landers. That is Smooth Rock. That's gotta be Smooth Rock. Okay, I'm gonna Drain Punch Tyranitar since he's not switching out. I'm gonna Earth Power the Regirock as well. If we pulls that switch, it's fine by me as well because I'm not being threatened anymore. Earth Power will definitely knock out this Regirock. I didn't want to see like Assault Vest Regirock in Sand. Here's that Earth Power. Does knock out the Regirock with a critical hit. With a critical hit, I don't think it mattered because that was so low. Thunder Wave coming out from this Tyranitar. My opponent gonna rely on some luck, some rolls. Does not get it though. We get our Drain Punch, and that's gonna knock out this Tyranitar no problem. So it was Smooth Rock. Tyranitar. I think it's called Smooth Rock. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. I think it's Smooth Rock. Get rid of that Tyranitar. Sandstorm subsides. Yeah, I think that was like 8 turns. I think that was Smooth Rock. Volcarona is forced to come out. And against a Charizard, you really don't have a chance. And I have the option to Rock Slide. Stone Edge as well. He needs like to avoid all. He needs full parries on Conk. He needs Stone Edge to miss. But he goes for a Heat Wave. Actually, he's fast. He's max speed. Okay. Wow, that doesn't even take out my Landers. Stone Edge is going to connect, and we're going to seal up this game. Really cool team on my opponent. Not the most competitive, but a really cool team nonetheless. I mean, when was the last time you saw Regirock on an opponent's team or Statland? Which he didn't bring, unfortunately. That would have been cool, because actually that was the one thing that was kind of threatening. After you is the strategy I've seen with Statland, where you use after you. Then, because it's in Sand, you get to go first with whatever, like you could get Tyranitar to move first and do some massive damage, but you know what, we just had the awesome team matchup. Conkeldurr, Landers, Jellicent putting in the work. We didn't even need Charizard. We could have brought something else, but I mean, Charizard, I mean, if it was able to get up the sun, it would have done a lot. I'm kind of surprised he would, at those last few turns where he decided, I'm going to sack off my Tyranitar because that way he automatically lost to Charizard. Why? He should have tried better to conserve it. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this VGC episode. Again, gonna be a few delays here and there because of the World Championship. Hope you guys are rooting for me. I'll see you guys next time. Please leave a like to support the series. Check out the rest of my stuff. Yeah.